think also just being here to help me deal with adversity a lot, and just how to overcome it. And
I think the biggest thing I learned is just how to persevere. I mean, there's gonna be ups and downs with not just football, but things in life. I mean, I've kind of had to learn that the hard way a few times, making a few mistakes and then battling injuries. So, you definitely learn how to kind of enjoy the good times, but yet you don't get too high. You kind of stay kind of even keel with everything. So
football is all about highs and lows, and it's not always easy, just like life. So
I know from here, this is probably gonna be the hardest 4 or 5 years, some of our lives. From here, we had our ups and downs. Most people don't live through as much as we did, these past 4 or 5 years. And, I just feel like it's gonna help us out when we get out there into the real world, when we start getting real jobs and just having families,
I know once I get into the real world and things come my way, I'm not gonna look back or look down on it. I'm gonna fight through it and always think positive.
I've learned a lot. I just learned that, no matter what, through ups and downs, just keep your head up, keep grinding. The sun will rise the next day. So
work through the highs and the lows. Pick yourself up when you fall, and you need to humble yourself when you get on top. So I'm just going to take that into my life, and whatever I'm doing, I'm just going to attack it. And hard work.
You learn a lot. You learn maturity. You learn responsibility. You learn how to be a leader. You learn how to be a better person.
I think I've kind of grown up, and seen the guys around me grow up, the guys you came in with, and there's just all those valuable little life lessons that I think other people didn't get, as far as the little things, time management and things like that. But just those experiences you've had, the friendships you've made and the places you've been, and having the pressure situations, I think that's something that's invaluable and is going to help everybody in their career.
I came here, I've grown as an individual, as a person, from a boy to a man. And, I learned a lot here, and, from what I learned here, I'm going to take out into the world, just having greater responsibility for things. And
coming in as a freshman, I was pretty immature, just like everybody else is. I was 18 years old coming in here, and in high school, you're kind of on top of the world, and you get to college, and you're back to the bottom of the barrel. And you got to learn to grow up real fast. And I've been able to mature in ways that without football I would have never been able to do.
Well, the biggest thing I learned is, just you can't ever give up. I know you hear that a lot, and you gotta, but it's true. I mean, you gotta strive for your goal, and you'll find bumps in the road and you'll find setbacks, but it's important just to stay with it and to stay with your goal, and just keep your frame of mind in the right direction, and things will work out for the best.
Nobody can make you want to get a degree. Nobody can make you want to be the best that you can in everything that you do. And I think that's something that you develop. You develop a drive or an inner push within you to get up and to get going and to take it to another level the next day. And that, what I've gained from college, to balance my schedule, is something that really cannot be replaced.
Being on a football team, balancing school, balancing social life, man, it just taught you how to be a man. Just straight up, generally, just taught you how to be a man.
I'm pretty sure that anything I face in my life isn't going to be harder than what I've had to go through playing football. It's like Coach Hocko says, football is the game of life.
Football's forced me to become a better leader and a better man and a better human being. And I know that I'll be able to carry that on with me past football and into the business world and into my life, my marriage, and whatever else comes in my life.
Just fellas, just take advantage of the opportunities you get, because it goes fast. So just whenever opportunity is presented to you, take advantage of it.
I've learned so many life lessons in my 4.5 years here. It's unbelievable. I mean, enough to carry me through, for sure the next, phases of my life.
I mean, nothing comes easy, and being a college football player, I mean, that's something that definitely doesn't come easy. I mean, you coming from high school, you're probably the best at what you do. You come up here, and everybody else is probably bigger, faster, stronger. So you have to definitely have to work harder for that. So that's something that I've definitely learned.
A lot. I've gone through a lot since I've been here, and I've been able to learn how to overcome adversity and to really grow into a man, and to really be able to, whenever I leave here, to set foot in the real world and know what's going on.
So just keep your head up, don't let nobody out there discourage you, no matter who it is. Don't let nobody out there tell you you can't do anything. And the sky's the limit. Go Buffs.
I think the most memorable thing I have is just freshman year, you know, you're 18 years old and you just met a bunch of guys and everybody looks huge. The world looks just enormous to you. And, you know, stepping out there into Invesco against CSU my freshman year and with my friends, I think that's amazing. And then that culminating back this year, you know, most of those same guys, us fifth-year seniors, we were all back together there on Invesco again. And, you know, I think that was just a special time.
Think about the first few weeks on our first few games when we played against Colorado State and played against Washington State. Those 2 close games, and I was like, wow, man. You know, I was used to coming from high school where, you know, we just pounded everybody. You know, really wasn't real excitement in that. But I came here, and we won those first 2 games, and I was like, whew, is every game going to be close like this? But, you know.
The win, obviously, on Nebraska on the road was incredible. Our coaches told us then that you won't realize how much this game truly means until you're a senior. And I truly realized how much that game meant and what that game means to us and to the senior class going down to Lincoln and winning. And it was truly incredible.
I can think back to the Champ Sports Bowl when we were down in Orlando, and just how everyone took that time to just truly enjoy ourselves, because we knew that was the last time we would all be together like that as a group. And I don't think there was a dull moment that entire trip.
Favorite memory would probably be my first game. Colorado State. I remember it was in Invesco, and I guess I remember my first tackle. I guess that was pretty exciting. Just the whole experience of being out there. I mean, it almost didn't even feel real to me. I almost felt like I was in a video game, but yet kind of in a dream. So it was kind of weird. But then
Byron and I were real close, and every summer we go out, and every summer I go out and work and do a job at a friend's house, and I taught Byron how to mow the yard and how to clean the garden pretty much. And he's a city boy, and whenever we got to cleaning the garden, there's these field mice that ran out, and that guy, he was out of there. He didn't want to clean anymore. He didn't want to be around because he was scared of bugs and scared of all those outdoor animals. And I'm a big country boy, so that stuff doesn't faze me. And that was a memory I'll always remember.
I say that OU ranks up pretty high this year, just because the seniors, you know, we've been through so much since we've been here, and it just finally felt like, you know, it was paying off, and, you know, all that hard work we went through, we're finally getting some payback on that.
You know, crazy atmosphere, national TV, number 3 team in the country, and, you know, to win on the last play like that, and, you know, to go celebrate in the locker room and sing the fight songs, just something I'll never forget. I get chills every time I think about it.
Obviously, the Oklahoma win was huge. Being from Texas, you see a lot of guys go to UT and go to Oklahoma, and you know, those teams sometimes probably don't even send you stuff in the mail, and sometimes overlook you. And that was just a great, unbelievable feeling to be able to beat them at home.
You know, game in and game out, you make plays you might remember and whatnot, but my favorite memory is going to be the locker room.
I think the greatest memories for me are the time spent in the locker room joking around, in meetings, Coach Haig always keeping it live, cracking jokes all the time, and those are the things you miss the most.
A lot of my favorite memories have just come, I guess, being around the guys on the team, I guess.
You know, this year I'm next to Ryan Walters, and we've had a blast all year. And, you know, so my fondest memory of Colorado is going to be that locker room with all those guys and all of my brothers and all my family. And it's just one of a kind.